tried to turn on the microphone on the pilot cam here. Hey, mic check. Mic check, 1, 2.
Contact tower.
I'm going to leave that on just in case you can hear me. So right now my headset is charging and not able to communicate yet. I'm excited to have everybody. Thought for sure I would be able to chat with people. But that does not appear to be the case with this particular style of streaming. I've never done a scheduled stream before. Usually I just go live. But this is going to be new. Welcome to Genuine Sim. I don't know if you can hear me. I might be talking to myself. If I'm not, appreciate the viewership. And you can always visit genuinesim.com, join the Discord, and that's where we do all our voice communication. As far as in-game chat. Sometimes we do flights on VATSIM. That's an ATC network that works with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and click ready to fly here. We'll go through our checklist.
TOS system test. Okay.
Beacons on. Make sure our fuel selector's on both. We're going to put our, make sure to full rich, open our throttle 1/4 of an inch. I think we're good to crank her up. Mags on both. Start. Back to both. Now that the engine's running, we can go ahead and turn on our avionics, our strobe, and our nav. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and grab my headset. That magnet's got a little bit of juice. This is up and running. We'll go ahead and go back to our OBS broadcasting software and make sure that we're getting levels. Oh, looks like we're getting levels on the headset mic. That is a great thing. Now maybe, just maybe, eventually we'll get levels on our chat side too. Check out genuinesim.com, join the Genuine Sim Discord, and that's how this works. There will be events on the calendar and all that stuff, and it's a great experience for those who wish to enjoy it. Alright, so our flight tonight is going to take us around the east coast of Ireland. We're going to leave out of Shannon. Shannon is the home of the Shannon Oceanic, and that's one of the first parts of the NAT track, the North Atlantic track. If you're flying from Europe to the US, US to Europe, the FAA and the EASA, I think that's what it's called, have this procedure in place where all the aircraft follow predetermined routes based on weather and things like that. And Shannon is the last person you talk to before you go over the ocean, and you report to Gander Oceanic. It's a really cool system when it all comes down to it. I assume anybody who's watching this is really passionate about airplanes and flying and things like that, so if I start speaking Greek, just let me know in the comments down below or what have you. However, we communicate through the stream. I'm still learning that side of things. So we'll go ahead and minimize that, and we'll bring up our Discord here, see if anybody's joining the server, and if that's a negative. Looks like it's a negative. We're going to go ahead and give it a few minutes. Let's take a look at the outside of the aircraft here. We're going to be using the Cessna 172 Skyhawk with the G1000 system. And now that I've got the headset on, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the other audio sources, the potential audio sources. Prevent any conflict. And honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this stream on another device and see how it's going. We'll go ahead and give it a little bit of a test here. Bust out the old iPad. Because everybody must have an iPad with ForeFlight to some degree, I believe. Alright, search engine and Sam. Oh, there's two people watching. Oh, look at that. That's pretty nice. Alright, search engine and Sam. Oh, there's two people watching. Oh, look at that. Oh, listen to that. That's pretty nice. A little bit of echo. So everything seems to be going well as far as that's concerned. And you know, now that I've got this out, why don't we open ForeFlight? Right? Why not? Alright. So, we're on Shannon, EISS, I believe. Negative. Let's see, Shannon. Shannon Claire, EINN, Echo, India, November, November. Alright, what I'm going to do here, put our iPad in airplane mode, turn on Wi-Fi, and go ahead and open up the Flight Events application. What Flight Events does is it broadcasts the geodata captured from the cockpit of the aircraft across your Wi-Fi network. And what that does, it says connected to Flight Events right there, is that, my friends, talks to ForeFlight. I don't know if you can see this very clearly, but ForeFlight now thinks that I am in Shannon, Ireland, and will give me AHARs. It will give me everything that you might get out of the G1000. It's literally thinks I'm in the aircraft. And this really helps as far as navigation and things like that in the simulator for cross country. It's a great feature. Some people really put a lot of work into this stuff, and for those I am grateful. I really am. Now, let's go ahead and go back to the Discord and see how that's going. And I like to give everybody 5 minutes or so after the flight starts. Alright, Big Daddy E says the chat is disabled on the YouTube stream. I don't know how to enable. I did notice that though, because I do want to interact with the people who are viewing. First scheduled stream. So, and again, if anybody knows how to do all that stuff, feel free to holler at your boy here. I did notice that it's really easy to do the Twitch stuff, but it's a little iffy to do the YouTube. Okay, so this is chat rate. I can see a chat rate which is 0. I'm looking at my other display here. So if I go to edit, live chat, enable live chat. Live chat is disabled for this video. Learn more. We limit data collection because I have set this to be made for kids. Officer Barbrady. Details. Restrictions made for kids, and I am not allowed to change that because I am midstream. You know, you never want to stop midstream, right? Okay, wait a minute. Look at this. No, it's not made for kids. Save. Edit. Live chat. Enable live chat. Live chat seems to be currently enabled. So then if I go back here to manage, when I go into this, it's trying to double up the stream. Alright, let's go back to this one. Oh, here we go. I've got a chat window. Hi everyone. Here we go. It's easy as that. What I thought was going to be really complex was not that complex. Nice. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good to meet you. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get flying. Why not? Unless anybody else would have any interest in joining. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, Big Daddy E. You are SIC, so you should have. Actually, you know what? Why not? We'll just bump you right up to PIC. You seem like a charming young guy. Just kidding. Don't tell anybody I said that. Alright. Should be able to join the PIC lounge in the Discord. And once you join the PIC lounge, we can chat. Should be able to hear you. You'd be broadcasting. Watch out for echoes. Echoes do occur because you're probably going to be hearing and speaking through two different portals. What I do is I like to mute the Discord side of things on occasion. Alright. Got a little twin pulling up next to us. There you go. Should we need this giant tug to push back the Cessna? Why not? Let's see what happens, right? Go ahead and release the parking brake on the Bravo there. Shift P enables the pushback. Shift P is pushback on Microsoft Flight Simulator 20. I've got my handheld VHF going just for fun. Why not, right? A little background noise. Get you in the mood for Flight Simulator. Climb, maintain 4,000. I wish I was saying that right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and reduce the throttle. Got our parking brake disengaged. Look at that, he's like grabbing the aircraft underneath the baggage compartment. That's a trip. Oh, there he goes, there's the nose. Yeah, why not, right? Why not do it the right way and not prop wash the hangar? Alright, coming right back over here, Shift P. Joining you up once I finish work. That sounds cool, man. I am all about more people to fly with. That's the whole reason we're here, right? Just keeping people in touch and growing the network, growing the community. Go ahead and change our view back to Cockpit View. I like to zoom out just a hair on my Cockpit View. And we'll go ahead and give her a little throttle there. Pump on some brake there. Kick her around there. Now I'm not connected to any sort of a controller or network or anything like that. This is just a VFR, just having fun. Let's go ahead and zoom in here on ForeFlight. I see ForeFlight sees that I am on a taxiway right now. Oh, there we go. We're on taxiway Golf at Shannon. And taxiway Golf leads right on to 2406. 2406. And we can do an intersection takeoff. We're going to turn right at the end of the taxiway. We're going to pretend like we're cleared. Why not, right? Why not? Alright, now while I'm here and I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my nav. We're going to set our altitude. Alright. Altimeter not so important. We're just kind of screwing around. We'll set our vertical speed of... Got to enable the vertical speed mode. We'll give it 5 clicks. And we'll punch it. Right, we're on the runway. Let's go. Right rudder. Let's compensate for the P factor. Keep her straight down the runway here. We'll get back on center. And airspeed's alive, and we're at rotate. Cessnas rotate at around 55 knots. You want to keep the nose down because they do just like to climb, right? All you got to do is keep that airspeed coming up. We'll put a little bit of nose up trim. And there she goes. We're in the air. We got to stay over the runway. And we've got some altitude set in there. And I'm going to go ahead and just enable the autopilot here on the Bravo. Hands off. Airplane should start flying itself. We'll reduce it to climb power. We do not need full power at the moment. And here we go. Let me go ahead and switch the CDI because right now it's just using the VOR1 and we want it to be reading the GPS. Now that I've entered the GPS, it's saying, hey, I need to turn right to correct my course. You can tell because the magenta line is to the right of the CDI. So you need to keep the aircraft to the right and intercept that magenta line. As you intercept it, it's going to become more in line with the CDI. And that is just one small part of airplanes, which are so much fun. Airplanes are fun. You can tell it's a Cessna because of the way it is. One thing I forgot to do is turn on my landing light. Whenever I'm cleared for takeoff, I turn on my landing light. Whenever I'm cleared to land, I turn on my landing light. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Alright. Let's go back and see what's up with the Discord here. We'll reduce our power just a little bit more. Looks like we're climbing up to a nice comfortable altitude. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and put altitude hold mode on. And we'll go ahead and hold 1,200 feet. Right? 1,200 feet. We'll put a little bit more power in there so that we get out of the white arc. Make sure that our flaps are up. Bump those up. And we're carrying on. My wayward son. Alright, as you can see, ForeFlight thinks that we are moving. I don't know how well this renders out on the cameras, but it's a pretty neat little feature there. As you can see, the setup up here consists of the Bravo throttle quadrant by Honeycomb, the Alpha yoke by Honeycomb, and I'm using the Logitech pedals. I didn't really see any need to splurge per se on stuff that was just about to be out of stock. I hope that all that stuff comes back into stock soon. I hope that the supply chain returns to normal. I know there are a lot of supply chain disruptions going on in a lot of weird places. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and open up our PFD. Let's get back into here and go into the PFD. And we'll just click on FPL. And it's going to show us our route. So we got EINN, GUL2. Right? So we'll go ahead and build this in ForeFlight. Why not, right? EINN to GUL2. That's just fun to say. GUL2. And then from GUL2, we will go to EISP. Right. Yeah. Which, for whatever reason, is not populating in my ForeFlight. EIIR. EIEIO. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and remove that which does not appear in the system. EIMN. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And we'll go ahead and scroll down here with our FMS. Ought to let us scroll down here. See, the controller's a little bit buggy when you're all zoomed in, you know what I mean? But otherwise, it's a pretty good system. Toggle the cursor. Alright, now we can scroll. And the last thing I input was EIMN. So I'm going to go back up to there, find my place. While the aircraft is on autopilot. Kids, don't do this at home unless you're on autopilot. Alright, so, following one is EIIM. This is not stuff you want to be doing on the fly. If you're really serious about this stuff, you would have done this a long time ago before you ever got in the airplane. This is flight simulator style. That's all it is. Alright. EIC-8, EICD. Echo India Charlie Delta. Again, not in my database. Alright. Echo India India Bravo. Not in my database. Don't have it. So we'll go and scroll back down. I gotta zoom out to get that thing to come back up there. Oh no, what just happened? Oh gosh. Clear. Let's go back. We're at EICA. Oh goodness, what's going on here? What is the deal? There we go. Alright. EICA, EICD. Establish those are not in there. Alright, so now we go to EI Bravo Tango. Echo India Bravo Tango. Fat finger. Which I do have in the database. India Foxtrot November. Which I do not have in the database. That just really screwed up the flight plan there. Remove from about Echo India Delta Lima. Alright, looks like we're still on track to Gultu. Now you can see the plan is built in the 4-flight system there. Dun dun dun. And we'll turn off flight plan mode and go back to forward up, which is the way that setting is referred to. Let's go ahead and take a look outside of the aircraft here as we come into some lovely countryside. Probably got pretty loud for a lot of people, and I'm going to go ahead and turn it down on my on the system here. Doesn't need to be loud for me. That's for dang sure. Alright. Look at that wind farm there. It's pretty cool how that rendered out, right? We're about 300 to 500 above it, I'd say. Maybe not so much, but pretty darn cool. Just up ahead, you can see the Irish coast coming up on the horizon. It's looking like it's about... Oh, my distance rings aren't on. Darn it. I need my distance rings. So, to open the AHRS mode. 5 miles to Gultu. 5 miles to Gultu, maybe 7 or 8 miles, nautical miles to the Irish coast. And from Gultu, we'll hop across the water and start our Emerald Island hopping. That's kind of fun. They're very neat runways, I have to say. I see that I've still got my flight plan menu open on my PFD, so I'm going to go ahead and close that. Because I don't care. I don't care no more. Transponder 7000. Because 7000 is VFR in Europe. Just throwing that out there. It's Squawk 1200 in the US. In Europe, VFR is 7000. And that's how that works right now. I'm not going to pretend to know a whole lot about the European airspace. I don't. I mean, definitely not. Let's see here. Is this thing still on? Hey, it's still on. That's what's up. That's what's up. Why do we have an asterisk? Oh, I haven't packed for this flight. I need to pack this flight. Pre-flight stuff. Alright, looks like I'm deviating slightly. Okay, we're intercepting a course here. What kind of course are we intercepting? Why is that? Oh, because we were going to land at the Spanish Point. Okay. I see. Well, let's check out Spanish Point in County Clare. Spanish Point has an elevation of 17 feet above sea level. It is a 2,000-foot grass strip, and the runways are 0624. Shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Why not? Let's make our first landing. We don't want to just be flying all day. Ah, that'd just be silly. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and slow her down here, and we're going to put her in heading mode. Right? We're going to wait till we get inside the white arc here. Once we get inside that white arc, we are going to put the flaps down. First notch for flaps. Alright. 0624, looks like we're pretty close to the 24 we're heading. We're in heading mode. We're going to turn our Bravo over here to what would the reciprocal of 24 be? Tree. So we're going to go back to Tree. Tree would be 90 degrees to 24, which would put us in a base. Ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go ahead and start dropping our altitude, right? So now we're going to switch our dial up to altitude. And we're going to put it to, we'll say 200 feet. I think the airplane can do that. Right, airplane? And now that we're just about at our stall point, we'll go ahead and dip the nose down. The timing worked out pretty well, just saying. Alright, we're going to go back to heading mode on our dial here. Honestly, the field's at my 12 o'clock. So dun dun dun. We're gonna go ahead and make a bit of a right turn here. Alright, it looks like I'm overflying the field. Let's go ahead and take a look outside of the aircraft. Huh. Do not see this airport. Dramatic undertones. Huh. Says I should be off my right wing. Allow me, for a moment, if I may, to take a look at data, online functionality on, Bing Data World Graphics. Ha! Ha! Bing, you strike again. Beware that you might have to re-enable your Bing World Graphics. And then, only then, will things return to normal. We're going to go ahead and increase our altitude quite a bit here. Get back up to a decent place we can see. Anything. Alright, our vertical speed's way too high. I'm going to take that down a notch. Good vertical speed for a Cessna, 500 feet a minute. It's also a average descent. Stabilized is really the term, stabilized. And as we're getting out of our minimums here, I'm going to go ahead and throw it back in nav mode, and we'll just move on to the next field. With the graphics settings increased, we should have no problem here. You can see it's intercepting the course again on the G1000. And we'll just keep going. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I mean, that would be a shame. Oh, that'd be a great way to test that. I suppose you'd be able to hear that, huh? Let's see here. Negative? Negative on that. We are 45 minutes into this broadcast from the OBS software. Let's see how we are on the YouTube front. Dun, dun, dun. Analytics. 2 concurrent viewers. Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the viewership here. You can always check out genuinesim.com. That's www.genuinesim.com for more information here. Looks like we've got a double Genuine Sim logo. Look at that. It's kind of funny there. Wonder what would happen if I moved it into the upper left corner. Just thinking out loud. But they say you're not supposed to move any graphic stuff around in OBS while you're midstream. There's a lot of midstream rules. Alright. Squawk VFR frequency change approved. Cessna 501 Echo. It's a little difficult to tell exactly how long it's been running from the okay, there it is. 3725. That's pretty accurate. Let's go back over here to the cockpit and see how things are looking here. Looks like we're coming up to the islands. We'll center this view back out, take the flaps up since we're outside of the white arc. Very much so. We'll reduce our power since we're at our altitude also. As you can see, the vertical speed is decreasing. And we're coming up to Inishir. Inishir. I'd love to hear the locals say these words. I bet it sounds amazing. Alright, and we'll take a look at these runways. These runways are 1,600 foot by 50 foot asphalt. Elevation of 40 feet. Runway numbers 13331. So I'm already going to take my heading right now. And we'll put her back into heading mode. And we'll turn her right to the 90-degree reciprocal of... let's take a look here. Come on, let me zoom in. Won't let me zoom in more? Oh. There you go. No. Alright. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that we are on a heading of 001. So 1331 would be 020. Would be the reciprocal of tree 1. Alright. 259. 040. Would be the 90 degree. A lot of thinking of headings and things when it comes to VFR flight. So coming up here, we'll make a left turn. Dun, 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 of tree 10. I feel like we are in line. What I am going to do is use this fancy tool on ForeFlight to find out exactly what radial is tree 10. And then I can basically line myself up just like that. It's got a ruler. It shows me the heading both ways of the line that I'm drawing, as well as the time it should take me to take that path. So once I make this turn, it should be about 2 minutes before touchdown. That's what it says. And coming up to the turn, left turn, tree 10. 3, 2, 1, left tree 10. And we'll start our power reduction. Get inside that white arc. And we'll start our altitude reduction as well. Start hitting the deck. Put it in a vertical speed mode. We'll drop her. We'll stay at that 500 foot a minute mark. Right. Still trying to reduce the power here to get inside of that white arc. Don't want to shock cool the engine. But do need to be reducing speed. So whatever it takes to get the speed down inside the white arc so that you can get configured for landing. Definitely the way to go. We're a few degrees offset, so we're going to counter that. A few degrees left. So 20 degrees left. Come on, heading mode. Why aren't you doing anything? Okay, there we go. Forgot how fine that input is. We're inside the white arc. We're going to put our flaps down at the first notch. Let's go ahead and put our flaps down at the second notch because we are going to start increasing our rate of descent. See the field there on the right, so we'll go ahead and put it back into heading mode, make a slight right offset. And not long after this, I'm going to jump right back in the cockpit, and we're going to do it from here. Because we're VFR. Honestly, all this autopilot stuff, it's really just cheating. It's cheating, but it's fun. I mean, you don't get to IFR without that, that's for sure. Alright, we're still inside of the white arc. We're in a stabilized descent. I'm going to go ahead and put in the last heading input here. We're going to go back to 310. 310, sorry. Alright, as we come out of this turn here, she's going to bob. I'm going to put in that last notch of flaps. Let her go ahead and pilot herself out. And autopilot is disengaged. So I just got yelled at 500 from both the system on flight simulator as well as my 4-flight site. You can hear 4-flight. She's my bitch Betty, pardon my language. Alright, we're going a little fast here, so we're going to slip her in just a hair. And we'll bring our power to 0. Coming up, still keeping the nose down. Alright, now we're in ground effect. Oh. Alright. The second touch wasn't so bad. The ground effect wasn't so bad either. Alright, gang. So we are now at Inishmere. I think that's it. Inishmere? Yeah. Let's take a little bit of a lap here at the fuel box. Look at these line guys. Look at these line guys. They're just waiting. Bring the flaps up, clean up the airplane, we'll put our trim back to normal. And we'll get her ready for the next one. I see Popfire. That's a cool name, Popfire. I like that. Alright, our trim is back to 0. I was just using the electric trim. I could also use this trim wheel here on the Bravo. You can see a change in the trim. It's slower. The wheel is slower, but that's actually contrary to real life. And I think you can adjust the rate as well. Not entirely sure. That was fun. Alright, we're just gonna continue the same way we came. Looks like we got a good amount of fuel here for the rest of the trip. And I was on forwards the whole time. I should not have been on forwards the whole time. It's like foul up your expensive airplane spark plugs. Alright, full left rudder, popping in a little bit of brake. Sorry guys, I don't need you to push me back this time. It's a Cessna. As we say, it's a Cessna.
Approaching runway 1331. Entered runway 1331.
You're lagging, 4-flight. Alright, once again we're in a Cessna, we don't need flaps. Cessnas are 0 flap takeoff unless you're in certain conditions. But if you got enough runway and it's hard surface, it's whatevs. It's whatevs, bruh. Alright. I'll go ahead and burp the power here a little bit, keep her turning. Come on, girl, turn right around. Get that booty around. There you go. I guess I was able to change the content settings midstream. That was interesting. To enable the chat. Good call on that. Big Daddy. Keeping that right rudder in there. Alright, we're approaching rotate. We're at rotate. There we go. Keeping her up. Let's go ahead and keep our nose up. Nose up. Dial up a little bit of altitude here. We'll just go up to 1,000. It's a very short hop. Put her at a vertical speed of a couple hundred feet a minute. You know what? We don't need no stinking autopilot. We don't have any flaps in, so we don't have any flaps to take out. Alright, as the speed is increasing, I'm not having to add so much pitch. As it goes faster, it just wants to fly. That's the way they work. Let's go back here to our analytics, see what's going on. Oh, 5 playbacks so far. That's something else. Alright, got this field in sight. We're going to go ahead and put in 2 notches of flaps right away. Ooh, but I was outside the white arc. That was a fail. Pilot fail right there. It's a good thing it's a Cessna. Alright. We're probably going to burp the power just a little bit. Just a little bit. Put in a little bit of that back pressure on the trim. That way I don't have to just yank back on the stick, right? Well, this is going to be a good one. This will be just sitting right down. Sitting pretty. Alright, we're going to start a resting our descent. Oh! 3.67 Gs. I don't like that. Alright, we're just going to get the heck back out of here. Flaps up, full power. Did that out of sequence though. It's supposed to be flaps up at full power. I definitely did that out of sequence. Let's go make our left turn. Okay, we'll go ahead and throw it into nav mode and turn on the autopilot there. Why not? Why not? I'll respond to Big Daddy. Sounds good, bro. Exclamation. Let's check the Discord again, see how all that's going. Oh no! Things will pick up. I ain't screwed. Alright. Coming right up to this one too. Coming up pretty quick. Gonna reduce the power. And we'll disengage that autopilot. Try to find this beacon. Huh. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. This is going to be a, let's try to do a full stop on this one. Full flaps. 0 power. We're going to slip it. We got to slip it. We're going to be way fast for this tiny little runway. Still slipping. Alright, we're on center. Alright, sync rate. Ground effect. Oh. Let's go ahead and hit those brakes. Add back pressure. Keeping that back pressure on. Alright. Let's see how long that took. Not too bad. Egotistical, what's going on, buddy? Check out genuinesim.com, bro. Let's see if I hang out here, if he'll head this way. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean up the airplane. We'll bring up the flaps. We'll put our trim into the takeoff range. Actually, that's the top of the takeoff range. It really ought to be around 4%. Alright. Pull these pedals back towards me. I kind of kicked them away. Get into that slip. Is there a fuel box here? Probably not. Probably not. Dun dun dun. Oh, we've got a another user here in the Discord.
Are you still on the ground?
Yeah, I'm at what's this one? EIIM. Echo India India Mike.
Alright, let's see if I can get there.
It's a fun one. Tiny little strip. I'll just hang out here at the threshold. See if I can pivot her around and see you come in. Alright, I'm gonna throw on the parking brake. I forgot to go full rich on that landing. Man, I'm missing all my procedures right now. Oh, it just dropped out.
Echo India India Mike, right?
Correct.
Alright.
That is correct.
Trying to amend this flight plan. Start me there.
Do you use little nav maps or anything like that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Alright. Sounds like a good opportunity to hit the head real quick. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alright, I'm back.
I am at your 5 o'clock.
Sweet. Let's hit it.
Let's do it.
Alright. Vertical speed, man. Whoa. All over the place here. Okay, put her back in nav. That was the third stop on the islands, and now we're going to go back to the Irish mainland.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir. How long have you been playing Flight Simulator?
I have played a lot since 2020 came out. I used to play FSX, but this one's way better.
Oh, it's incredibly better. I know exactly what you mean. I appreciate the detail in this game. The systems are coming along. When they first came out, the systems were a little but they're great. It's a great piece of software.
Well, the community is also modding a lot of it to fix the pitfalls. So, like the G1000 fix is so much better than the stock. G3000, all that good stuff.
Oh yeah. There's always somebody putting the work in, that's for sure.
That's the truth. And I appreciate them all.
Oh yeah. Can't thank them enough. I mean, how many other pieces of software can you fly over your house in in like any airplane you want?
Very, very true.
Did you have a chance to visit the website?
I did.
Nice. Just plugging, you know. Just
Everybody should
plugging.
check it out.
That's right, genuinesim.com.
That's right. I have live weather on and it is nasty.
Is it? Oh, let's take a look.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah. It's definitely not VFR weather right here.
That's incredible. The fogs on the Irish moor. See, as long as I got my pitot heat on. See, what's the OAT? 10 centigrade?
Yep, that's right.
It's pretty rough. Go ahead and reduce the speed a little. This will be a fun one. This is pretty neat how the wind or the rain plays across the acrylic in the model.
Yeah, this thing is it's miles ahead of any other flight sim right now. It's insane.
I haven't had a chance to do any of that DCS stuff. A lot of people are talking about that.
I don't have the setup for that.
Yeah, it's a very different setup altogether. Alright, so it looks like we're coming up on one of the stops here. Connemara. Runways 05 to tree. Let's see What heading are we on now? Almost 05. What do you know? It's like they built it to fly to that island. Alright, reducing power. Altitude down. Vertical speed. Reducing power to 0. See how it goes in this here heading mode. I think I have the field in sight.
1 mile, final runway 05.
Get out of here. That was too easy. Landing lights on. Still in 0 flaps. I need to put them down. Alright, it's a 1900 foot asphalt. Go ahead and trim for the flaps. Should get a 500 warning here. Need to slip on that. Need to slip on that hard. Ooh, still got a slip. Ooh, come on, baby. Come on. Set down before midfield, please. Alright. You got it, you got it. Nice.
I was way too high. I don't have the flight plan in, so I had no idea until we were like seeing it.
My bad.
No. I did a little corkscrew off the end there.
That was good, dude. You're not in the tree. You're not in the tree.
Let's see if I can get this thing turned around. Come on.
It's so funny how Shift P works like no matter where you are. You can be on the side of a mountain and you can push back. But it's not as fun without the yellow dude pushing you.
So I got stuck in the mud, and then it registered that tree clipping.
It almost seemed like there was a tailwind. I think it is a tailwind.
No, there was a tailwind coming in. Wasn't pretty.
Dun dun dun. Let's close that. Let's see where we are on the flight plan. 2 more stops after this one.
Aerodrome and the ending destination, right?
I have EIBT and EIDL on my 4 flight. I think there were a couple of more in the flight plan that didn't transpose in the 4 flight.
Yeah, there were a few that didn't show in Navigraph either. I was very upset.
Oh, the world of technology. It's a blessing and a curse.
You can't live with it or without it, so
Exactly.
we just have to sit right in the middle.
Ooh, oh, so close to being dead on. Alright.
I could do without these load times.
It definitely has a lot to figure out. That's for
Yeah.
sure. Alright, flaps are up. We're in the takeoff range. In and out just a hair. I'll let you taxi on over.
Oh, it dropped me in the fuel box, literally next to the parking lot. Nice. Very nice.
I wonder how good the food is on Ireland. I bet it's amazing.
Well, I want to go one day, so I'll let you know.
Right? Get some Guinness stew.
Oh, that's life.
Right? La vida dolce. Alright, let's take a look back at the Discord. All quiet on the Western Front. Yeah, I've pretty much been like off the scene for a little while and figured it'd be a good time to get back on the scene.
Well, now is a better time than tomorrow, so I'm with you.
Right on. There are recurring events on the website. I'm about to go through all the events and start making one-off events again. I set it up on autopilot basically, so that I could go through some life transitions. Alright,
Ready when you are. I'm gonna follow you.
let's go. Back in the cockpit. Landing lights are on. Brakes off. Heels to the floor. Right rudder. Taking off with a tailwind too. Alright, we're gonna get that ground speed up. Airspeed live. Ooh, left rudder. Right aileron. Alright, we're definitely rotate. Positive rate, lights off, gear up. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back in nav mode, turn on autopilot. Put in a vertical speed here. There we go. Alright, I'll reduce to climb speed. Climb power. Alright, so definitely has me going to more airfields. We can just do the tour, why not? We'll just stay airborne for a few. And put back on clear today so that it looks incredible. Oh, we'll throw a few clouds, why not? Gotta give it something to render, right?
But yeah, absolutely.
Alright. Took off that autopilot. Having some fun. Put ourselves in a little dive. Give it a little pitch up. Put some roll in there. And once we're inverted, we're going to give it a little flick of up. And we're going to pull out of the roll. Yay.
It looks very natural. Very natural.
Smooth rolls in a Cessna. Ugh, never gonna happen. The extra though, holy cow.
You need to look up the Vertigo. On,
Vertigo.
the flight sim TO with the mods and stuff. This is the fastest plane I've ever flown.
Like, insane roll rate.
It's like Reno Air Races type plane.
Oh wow.
It's so fast. It'll climb vertical for a long while too.
That's what's up. When the power to weight ratio is like it can just climb. That's a lot of balls, for lack of a
It's
better word.
incredible.
I think I see a beacon, I'm not sure. No, that's a building. I'm gonna hit the deck. Oh, take the power out. We're getting close to our VNE.
500.
It's interesting that 4Flight didn't yell at me.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Okay, now it's yelling at me.
$500.
She caught back up. I didn't know that the coast was so like islandy. I thought it had a lot more cliffs, but I guess there's different types of coastline.
I think it's northern's got more cliffs, but again, I've never been there, so I have no idea.
Right. Maybe I'm thinking of the movie Highlander.
I'm sure that's a
Just-
fair representation, yes.
Scotland, anyway. An Irishman and a Scot walk into a bar, and the Scot says, "A round of drinks for everybody on me." The next morning, the papers read, "Irish ventriloquist found beaten to death behind pub."
It is beautiful though.
Yeah, it is. This coastline.
Absolutely.
Need to lean her out just a hair and get a little more power. Need more power. Oh, look at those beautiful mountains. Suppose I should participate on the YouTube side of things. See how all that's going. Still got 2 viewers. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. GenuineSim.com. Feel free to join the Discord and you can play together that way. There's not much as far as multiplayer interface within the flight simulator software, so we gotta do what we gotta do, right?
Get on the same server and depart on the same airport. Good to go.
That's it. It's the name of the game. No pun intended.
And don't crash. That's all.
Yeah, there's like 2 schools of thought. The damage off school of thought, and then the damage on. Each their own. I guess it depends on how confident you are anyway in your skills.
I only turn collision off because I'm not about to get clipped by somebody who decided to spawn on the runway. So
I've never had an issue with contacting other aircraft, but structure, I've had issue with structure.
Sometimes when you're like pulling up to take off, you're on VATSIM or something, and somebody just spawns in there, they just spawn in on your aircraft, and default collision's off. So if you turn that on, you're really at the mercy of the gods at that point.
Okay, so it's something that you would
Yeah.
have to enable. Interesting.
Damage is on by default. Overstressing aircraft, anything like that, but
That would explain why I've never had an issue with like running through traffic and fuel trucks.
right, exactly.
I was always like, why is this fuel truck in the middle of the runway? Right. Oh, that's actually, those are long legs to these airports.
Yeah, this one's a little bit of a hike.
Dun dun dun. Let's do this. Let's land at this one, because we're coming up on an hour and 22 minutes on the stream. I want to keep it like manageable so that people aren't like, oh, that was just a really long video. And I'll go ahead and close out the stream, and then you and I can hang out and fly a little bit more.
Sounds good to me.
People's attention spans, you know, these days they're not, I don't know, it's hard to say with the way they make feature films now. Some feature films like The Lord of the Rings were like 3 hours long. But it's really hard to watch a 3-hour flight simulator stream, I would imagine.
I don't know. There's a bunch of them that do like 2-hour blocks, and they fly. But they also do things like watch YouTube videos or something in between.
They're like re-streaming and rebroadcasting. And then there's the rating of other people's servers on Twitch. I thought that was pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
It's such an interesting culture. It really is.
It's definitely a new culture.
Oh yeah. COVID Twitch. I got that COVID Twitch. The era of the influencer. That's what we're gonna call it.
Instead of millennials, it'll just be influencers. Yeah.
Pretty much. But I digress. So, I keep like going into the red. I'm just playing with my power the whole time.
I'm just following you, so.
Word. I'm gonna look at the MFD here and see what she says. Dun dun dun. Estimated time en route, 2 minutes. I'm all about that. Blue Cessna, rock your wings. Good old air shows.
Are you landing there?
Yeah, I think there's a strip here that we can set down on.
Let me go ahead and drop some altitude then.
I want to say I have the field in sight at my 12 o'clock.
Okay. Clifton? Yeah.
And I am definitely midfield. I'm also going to reduce power. Put the forward trim in. Put that first notch of flaps in. Even though I'm really coming in hot for the flaps. Breaking the law with the flaps.
You landed 05 or 23? 05 probably, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably make that left turn. I gotta kind of keep my speed up. They get all squirrely with the flaps down. We're at about a 45. I'd say is now. Oof, that was too tight. Too much roll. And 0. Power, full flaps. Slipping. Alright, we're in line. One G, I can live with a 1G touchdown. That's alright.
Is that landing tips? Is that a
That comes
default
from
thing? Or?
that comes from not for flight, but flight events.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Flight events is generating that stuff as it's talking to the iPad. Alright, parking brake is on. Turn off nav and altitude. this will be the final landing for the stream. Oh, look at that. Smooth.
Perfect, but way closer.
On center. Those very center. Alright, let me take these flaps up here. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the engine. Oh, I forgot to kill the avionics first. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Check out genuinesim.com. And we're going to keep on keeping it on. Go to the Discord and check out the calendar on the website. Look forward to flying with everybody in the future.